Hi, this is Matthew Peterson from HomeWatch Caregivers. This is part two of a three-part interview with Armen Abrahamian from Long-Term Care Insurance in North Haven. Armen was talking to us about some of the strategies and some of the ways to implement and save and pay for long-term care. And Armen, why don't you continue with that?
Terrific. Thank you, Matthew. So yeah, let's take a look at what options are available today in the marketplace. You know, there are many alternatives and many ways to solve this problem. Traditionally, long-term care insurance policies have been sold by insurance carriers as standalone policies. They will pay a daily benefit for your care at home or in a facility, and typically they have a lifetime cap or a lifetime maximum on them, and there can be inflation riders built into those policies. There are shared plans, which a husband and wife, for example, can share, and there are even some plans that will return premium if you don't use the insurance. There are Connecticut partnership policies. Maybe you've heard of the Connecticut partnership, but that does provide asset protection. It's a great incentive for somebody to look into long-term care insurance because it will provide asset protection. Connecticut was the first state in the country to introduce a plan like that. But what's actually developed and evolved over the last decade or so are different sorts of policies that provide long-term care protection, Matthew, and those will include life insurance, where you're actually combining life insurance with long-term care. They create a hybrid plan so that there's a guaranteed death benefit if you don't use the long-term care coverage within the plan. Those plans, they come in all sorts of different flavors, several different companies providing those types of plans. So there are also annuities that will combine into a hybrid with long-term care coverage. So here's the important thing to realize. You want to, for anybody that's interested in looking into this and protecting assets, relieving the burden of care from loved ones, it's important to start early. Typically, a good age to start might be early 50s because we're in better health then, and you need good health to purchase these plans. And policy premiums are based on age when you get a policy. So you don't want to wait until you're 75 to purchase a plan. Typically, your health is not quite the same. It may be very, very difficult to get that coverage. So you want to make sure you're working with an agent who specializes in this, understands the whole landscape, all the various types of products, and somebody, we've been doing this 26 plus years, will work with your financial advisor, your CPA, your attorney, et cetera, et cetera. It's a very important collaboration and really important to get these plans in place to protect everything you've worked so hard for, your assets and your family.
Where I see very often having conversations with clients is they have their parents who are now in their 70s or 80s have these plans, and they say, "Oh my goodness, but for those plans, we'd be in trouble. Really, I need to be looking into them." And we're going to talk a little bit more about some of those logistics and how to do that in part two of this video series. So thank you again, Armen, and thank you. And I hope everyone stays with us for part three.